This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
State Senator John Udicak discusses the plan to keep helping people and businesses during the pandemic in 2021 next. Why, hello there everyone, and thank you for your time. I'm Ken Carr with your local information. Today, in part 2 of a 4-part political series here on SSP TV News, we have Independent State Senator John Udicak. Janine Lassant talks with him about how the state is continuing to handle the pandemic.
Glad to have back State Senator John Udicak. So, Senator, thanks for joining us here on the program.
Thank you for having me.
We have a new president. We have concerns here on a local basis with what will happen, not only with the economy, but also with the pandemic. So we wanted to touch base with you on your views and to touch base with your constituents as well.
They are the two central issues that we're going to face at the federal and state government. And that is response to the pandemic, response to what is a once-in-a-generation healthcare crisis that has cost far too many lives, that have put too many families in very difficult financial positions and shut down many businesses. So the federal and state response is going to be critical to make sure that we can start a recovery here in Pennsylvania and across the country. I mean, we just passed legislation in the Senate that'll drive out nearly $1 billion in federal stimulus dollars passed in the previous administration under President Trump. That $911 million is going to go out to our small businesses, $145 million to those small businesses that have been hurt by this pandemic. Also, there's going to be nearly $600 million in rental and utility assistance, folks that have lost their jobs and can't keep up with their bills. We're going to help them through this crisis, and of course, dollars for education. I have 4 beautiful daughters. One daughter is in person. Other 3 are in cyber. It's a very disruptive time for our children. They're going through a great deal. So we need to make sure that we're investing those dollars to keep them up on their education. And then pivoting from dealing with the pandemic, we need a coordinated, collaborative response from the state and federal government on an economic recovery. I am thrilled that I have been named the majority chair of the Community Economic and Recreational Development Committee in the Senate. May be the first independent chair of a majority committee in the history of the Commonwealth. And that wouldn't happen if I didn't have the confidence of President Pro Tem Jake Corman. So very grateful to Senator Corman for selecting me for that important position. That committee oversees all of the Department of Community and Economic Development. It oversees our casino industry in Pennsylvania and all the economic and community programs geared to creating economic opportunity and to help our struggling communities. Hazleton City, for example, one of our third-class cities, that's Act 47. The committee that I now chair oversees the Act 47 program. So helping our communities, helping our families, that all starts with creating jobs.
Senator, and finally, your advice to small businesses in the state that are struggling, looking for maybe some light at the end of the tunnel with the pandemic.
The small business owners are the backbone of our community. They really are the heart of the community. We started a program in the Northeast called a Boost Business. I put out a challenge grant from my foundation of $2,500 to raise money, not only from a financial perspective, but also help them on the marketing end and getting their businesses back open. We've lost far too many restaurants and bars and small retail shops. They've been hit hardest. Now, the money that we drove out, $145 million, that's not going to go a long way. That is already on top of $250 million that we appropriated in last year's budget. We need to continue and have an economic recovery plan. That's going to be one of the first hearings that we have, the new Community Economic and Recreational Development Committee. We've already met with the restaurant and hospitality industry. We got to have a stimulus package and a recovery plan for that industry. Carbon County, #1 industry is tourism. Tourism is so important to the economy in northeastern Pennsylvania. Our hotels, our restaurants, our ski resorts, our trails, they've all been impacted. We need to help those small business owners recover. Again, they're the backbone of our community. When they thrive, our communities thrive, and northeastern Pennsylvania thrives.
Thank you very much. A nice highlight of what's going on, Senator. Always nice to see you. Always nice to hear bipartisan efforts and us working together. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
Today's news feature is brought to you by Feisner's Ford in Freeland, who is celebrating 75 years in business. Give them a call at 570-636-3920, or you can log on to feisnersford.com.
Thank you, Janine. Former Hazleton Mayor and former United States Congressman Lou Barletta kicked off this political series. If you missed that story, you can watch it on SSPTV.com and the SSPTV YouTube channel. Still to come in the political series, we have Democratic United States Congressman Matt Cartwright and Republican State Representative Tara Toohill.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
Here's our forecast from the National Weather Service. The sun comes out on Thursday. We'll have a high in the 30s. Then on Thursday night, snow showers likely after 1 a.m. Increasing clouds with a low in the 20s. Wind gusts as high as 24 miles per hour. New snow accumulation of less than a half inch possible. Friday, snow showers likely before 3 p.m. Then a chance of rain and snow showers. It will be cloudy with a high in the 30s. Wind gusts as high as 28 miles per hour. Friday night, mostly cloudy with a low in the teens. Saturday is mostly sunny with a high near 30. Saturday night, partly cloudy with a low in the teens. Sunday, there's a chance of snow showers, mostly cloudy with a high near 30, and Sunday night, mostly cloudy with a low in the teens. Coming up, the story of a mountaineer originally from our area who's climbing peaks all over the world and is trying to inspire others along the way. And next, it's a lot of the girls. We have a preview of the brand new season starting this week on SSPTV and a clip from a past show about child safety with a state trooper.
Good evening, everyone. Here's today's Talk of the Town. The Health and Wellness Center at Hazleton will be open on Saturday, February 6th to accommodate patients who had appointments impacted by the recent snowstorm. Patients can call 888-402-LVHN to reschedule their MRI, CT, mammogram, ultrasound, bone density, and physical therapy appointments. Rose Ostrowski will hit the stage for a live-streamed concert at the Berwick Theater and Center for Community Arts. The event will kick off at 7 p.m., and all donations will go directly to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. You can stream the concert at the theater's Facebook page. And that's today's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Melvin Butch Gavrovich, age 80, of West Hazleton. No services are planned at this time. The Crofton News Funeral Home is assisting the family. John A. Callenchoke, age 69, of McAdoo. Services will be held at the convenience of the family under the Damiano Funeral Home. Michael A. Misu Nowitzki, age 55, of East Union Township. Services will be held at a later date under the John J. Pusti Funeral Home. And Lori Tabasco, age 64, of Hazleton. The Fierro Funeral Home will announce their arrangements. Today's social and obituary report is brought to you by Harmon Funeral Homes and Crematory. Call 570-788-0977 or go to harmonfuneral.com.